this is Lisa from Life in Layouts, and today I have a layout using this paper from Echo Park. It is the Pirates collection paper, and I am not using a sketch or anything at all. So come along for this journey because it's definitely a journey. It took me a little while to figure out what I was going to do. So I am cutting up the photos here. I usually tend to have the photos printed from Persnickety Prints, and I just do the regular size, so I don't worry about the size of it. So it's usually not a true 4x6, which is fine because I end up cutting it down quite a bit anyways. I first started out with this main paper here, which is like the pirate boats, and I just started out. I was moving around trying to figure out what I was going to do with it. Wasn't really liking that. So I went ahead and added this red paper with the anchor to the top and bottom of the pirate ship paper. I felt like that kind of helped ground it. I felt like it was getting lost in the white background with all of the white on the paper as well. And so I really felt like that grounded it. I also did not purchase this entire collection because I don't have a lot of pirate photos. This was the only really pirate photos that I had, and it was for a friend. And so I thought, you know, I'm just going to pick up a few pieces that will work. And I think I picked up the sticker sheet, and that was it. And it worked perfectly. I was able to make one layout from it. There's a few scraps that I'll probably just throw in my boy stuff just in case something comes up, but I don't need a full collection for this particular types of photos. So I went ahead and took that full piece of the black paper with the skulls, and I cut it down, 5 and 7. There's 5 and 7 inches. So 5 inches on one side, 7 inches on the other. I do tend to do that a lot in my layouts because it just helps with the dimensions of the paper. So I did go ahead and cut down that pirate paper just because I didn't want to waste it, and since I only had a little bit of it, I wanted to make sure that if I needed it to back some other photos, I had that ability when I was using this layout. So I go ahead and put down the black paper and use my T-square ruler to line up the pirate ship paper, and then I also pulled out this like teal color paper, and it has some polka dots on it, and I cut it so that there is like one strip of polka dots, or one strip of dots, I guess, since I cut out all the other polka. And so using that as well to kind of break up the red from the white pirate paper. And then I'm going to lay the layout on top of each other so that I can make sure that I line it up properly. And again, using my T-square ruler to make sure that I have it all lined up like it needs to be. And again, I was going to be tucking those red pieces underneath the black so I don't have a full sheet. But when you look at the layout when it's all finished, you can't tell because it is all tucked underneath that black piece and looks like it's a full piece of paper, which is a pretty common trick. I think a lot of you guys know about that if you're trying to save your paper. So once I get all of that down, I do go ahead and make sure that that black piece is down and all my other pieces are down like they're supposed to be. And then I do go ahead and trim it because I am not the best at making sure that my paper is straight. So I just go ahead and trim it out. So I'm going to use that polka dot paper to back most of the photos on this layout. And the way that I decided to do 2 of the photos in the teal polka dot was I went ahead and just added them together as if they were one photo, and then matted them as if they were one photo. And that was, I was trying to save a little bit of paper as well. And I was able to mat those photos, the 2 photos together, as well as the photo of just her daughter, and then the photo of the ship. But then I went ahead and used some white paper and then some black paper to mount the other photos. Now these photos are from when my friend took her daughter and her daughter's Girl Scout troop to a pirate ship over in the Tampa area. And I haven't been on this, but I have heard really good things about this pirate ship adventure. And so most of the pictures are of the group, the Girl Scout groups, and you know, her daughter with the Girl Scouts. But then obviously her son is there. You know, she wants to bring him along. There's no reason for him not to come along. And then a picture of herself as well. There's a little selfie. So again, always try to make sure that you get in the photos yourselves, even if it is a selfie that you are putting yourself in, so that, you know, your kids not only remember the day that they had, but also that you were there. So it does kind of look like a little bit different because it is a selfie compared to, you know, obviously she's taking the other photos of her daughter and her daughter's friends. Over on the left-hand side, I went ahead and again backed two of the larger photos on that white just so they could stand out a little bit, because there is a lot of dark pieces on that pirate ship boat and I wanted to make sure that they stood out. And then I pulled from the sticker sheet a boat that says Pirate Fun, which I thought was perfect. I had this little flag banner and I went ahead and put fun foam on the back of two of them, so it gives it a little bit of motion on the layout itself. I used a border strip from the 12 by 12 sticker sheet and I went ahead and again cut it and hid it behind the paper there, so I made sure, one, that it covered because it wasn't a full 12 by 12, but then also not wasting any of it. Over on the far right hand side, I did add three little tags there: adventure, ahoy there, and yo ho yo ho, so some pirate words again from the sticker sheet. And I also added a little palm tree over there on the far left, and then I'm going to add a little skull and crossbones, and I'm also going to pull from the sticker sheet a little square there down at the bottom that says "A Pirate's Life for Me." The last sticker that I think that I end up using from the sticker sheet is this one over here on the far left that says "Always be yourself. Unless you could be a pirate, then always be a pirate." And I've heard that saying in a couple of different things, like always be yourself unless you can be a flamingo, a mermaid, a pirate. They all work. They're great sayings for fun layouts like this. Now my title is going to be Pirate Life for Me. I know that it should say "A Pirate's Life for Me." There should be an apostrophe S, but there was no apostrophe S in that tag there. So I took off the word A and just left it Pirate Life for Me, so that it kind of made sense. Not really, but I'm going to go with it. Again, I'm probably going to be the only person that's going to be concerned about it. And I'm perfectly okay with that. So I went ahead and pulled out some of my other stickers and embellishments from my stash to create the title. And I felt like I needed different letters. So the word life is in fun, like foamy type letters, and then the little circle for the word for, and then the me is chipboard pieces. So it gives it that whimsical look. Then I went ahead and pulled out some pieces from my collections, from my color binders over here on the far right. I really just was looking for black pieces to kind of add to it because I felt like that was probably the easiest one. So I added a little black tag and then a word that says good times, and then some enamel dots, as well as an enamel little arrow pointing to the photo itself right underneath good times. And then over on the far left-hand side, I end up adding another black strip there that I'm going to put the date on. And then I added 3 black hearts to the area as well. And I went ahead and used some liquid glue on them because I've been having some issues with them popping up as well. So I just wanted to make sure that they were good and stuck down. All right, so here is my final layout as well as some close-ups. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layout inspiration, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.